Alrighty. And we are live. Here and in person. Can everybody hear me? I'm checking the audio. The audio is good. It's there. I didn't make the mistake again.
It was not a big oops. Good.
No big oops this time. No big oops. Some of you can hear this probably in the background. We get a little bit of some music playing here in the Discord. I'm gonna lower it just a little bit more.
Some good old Timothy Seals.
Oh yeah. Timothy Seals, we love you. We think your music's amazing. I still give no shits if you make copyright claims on it, because I'm still just going to keep using it because it's awesome covers of the BattleTech music.
You can't kill me. I love you too much.
But yeah, we're going to grab a different one. Oh, okay. Mech Warriors 2. Here we go. So, where we last left off with all of our protagonists here, you guys had initiated an operation in which to take the mountain survey base that was located closest to your position of the city. The Red Baron 335th Unit has decided that this operation will commence in two parts. An upper ground combat facility which will distract the main forces while you guys infiltrate from underneath to free both its prisoners and to eliminate officers inside of the base to cause chaos. At the moment, you have just discovered and freed the individuals in question. Victor Shiranu has led a group of Comstar officials and their adepts as well as their acolytes out of the prison facility and are currently waiting upon rescue. A security force that has been located within the prison has become aware of your operation and is attempting to counter you and prevent you from taking the prisoners. At the moment, you guys are in a brutal conflict at a stalemate between a set of doors and the forces before you. How will it turn out? How will the operation begin and end? Only you can find out here.
Fucking balls.
So yeah, just kind of jumping right into there to kind of give you guys a refresher. You had eliminated some of the forces inside and perturbed the first quick action response force that was trying to stop you, using white phosphorus, smoke grenades, and several shots of gunfire to run them off of your position.
Dust bullets.
At the moment, you guys are kind of caught up in a position in which you're trying to free Victor and his newfound compatriots of Comstar officials and get them to safety. But there is a security force that is basically holding down the position here and is preventing you from getting away.
Right.
So, kind of jumping right back into where we were. It is currently, when we last left off, the top of the order. Catman first, Sinclair second. It is Sasha, Nue, and Gordon after that, and then the enemy response force. Victor is going to be thrown into the section of this. He's not with us here today, so we will be kind of just hand-fisting it a little bit and having him take some actions that are predetermined.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know how many meters or what? Is it by inches? What?
So each inch is equal to 5 meters.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to say we've all seen enough of Chiranu playing to know exactly what he would do. I'd like to think so anyway.
But that is going to be a 6 plus his tactics land, which I need to find here. Tactics land plus 1. So he has a 7 in the order. He is going right there with Catman. So it's actually, I have it in reverse. It goes the other way around. It goes enemy, Sasha Nue, Gordon, Sinclair, and then Catman, and then Victor. All right.
All right.
Ready to do this?
Yeah.
You're all ready to kill.
I'm ready to help however I can. I only hope this goes well.
Also, if my pen could write, that'd be great. All right. So, with that, top of the order, the enemy is going to attempt to throw some fire down your direction. Enemy response force is going to... Let's make something like that. So this guy here, he's going to try and move up into cover position. Cover 2, cover 3, 4. So he will move up to here. Oh wow, he can only get up to here. Alright. So that's going to be the enemy response here. They're going to lay out suppressive fire on the doorway. They are at a -8 for all of that. So it's pretty much boxcars all the way. Let me actually use the dice I'm supposed to use instead of being a dork like I normally am. Alrighty.
And you can be true to yourself.
That's a nope.
Oof, same roll.
Yep.
4
7
and 7.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with nothing on all that. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, there's 3 more of them, technically. Let's see if anybody jams their gun. 1. Nope, no jam. 2. No jam. 3. That's a jam.
That's a jam. Ooh.
Yep, we got a jam.
And pirates not taking care of their guns.
So he is going to use a second simple action to unjam his gun, which is the final guy. All right, so moving right back into this. That brings us then to Sasha, Nue, and Gordon. Sasha is going to take the opportunity to use her prepared shot from last time, and she's going to shoot this guy right here. Effectively, she has a... Oh, she just needs to hit on a 5. And she gets that hit on a 5 going into the right leg.
Ugh.
Crit roll of 3, so no crit on that one. He is in cover, so it does bury itself into the debris here. So the bullet does not find purchase. His legs are covered. The material is not weak enough to be shot through, unfortunately. It is just solid stone. So with that, we go to Gordon. Gordon here is going to use his Barrett, and he is going to lay suppressive fire going out this direction. He's going to go in an arc across. He's got short range here, and he's got medium range over this direction. So he has got a small arms of 6. He's going to be using it in small arms mode for suppressive fire.
Oh.
First shot is a miss. It's going to need some 7s here to hit. And he needs a 9 to hit for the guys in the rear. That's 1 hit. So that is opponent 2 there. Nothing. That's another hit. So that goes to opponent here. That's in an 8. Left torso. With a crit of 12. So that's straight into his chest with a crit of 12. That's gonna hurt when we get to that. And finally, miss. So 1, 2, and final shot is also a miss. All right, so we've got 2 hits here. We've got 1 on a regular hit, no crit on that guy right here, and then 1 with a 12 crit into the torso. The other one's into the left leg. So with that, left leg shot, he deals damage. It does bypass his armor, has more penetrative power than what he is capable of wearing. The other guy is going to see if he dies immediately from the crit 12.
Shut through
So that's 3 crits on the torso. Crit 1 is a 4. Alright, so that's a broken rib. Another 4, 2 broken ribs, 2 injury modifiers, and a 6. That's straight to the heart.
Oh.
So it breaks 2 ribs and enters his heart, dealing a total of 3 times the amount of damage. 2 additional injury modifiers at an additional 1.5 damage, so an additional 50% more each. So that is a total of 5 times the amount of damage dealt from a single shot. There is no additional on the hit for any additional damage, but it does magnify the shot. He is absolutely dead on the spot.
Yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
The other guy is shot in the leg, dealing him 4 damage across his leg there. No injury modifier, though. And he is fatigued. All right. So, with that, that's Gordon's go. That brings us then to Sinclair. You're up.
Yeah, well, alright, so I'm having trouble viewing the map, so I'm just going to assume my position.
You are right next to the door.
Right next to the door, you say? Oh dear. Okay. So yeah, right next to this opening. Then I am. And is there anybody nearby? I think I'm just gonna stick where I am. Hold on, give me a second here. Sorry.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. All right. I'm probably gonna try to poke out of some of my cover and take a shot at the nearest pirate. Probably.
It's gonna be this guy right there.
They're just cleaning this hallway out. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna pop him right in the face if I can. Probably not suppressing fire because it's not really called for right here. And I'll roll my 2d6s.
Yeah, give me that 2d6 roll.
It's a 10 plus the old character sheet here.
Mm-hmm.
10 plus the small arms. 5. That's a 15 with a TN of 7.
All right, it's TN of 8 for this one because he did run.
Bastard. Oh well. That still wins though on a 15.
All right, 15 above 8. That puts you at. Say again.
3 misses? It doesn't hit that 4th one?
It's rounded
8
up.
instead of turned it up. Then it's for it's 4 degrees.
All right, 4 degrees of success there. So +4 to your damage.
Good. Rolling those 2d6.
I'm surprised.
What is your
Right, I forgot.
what is your damage on the weapon?
I believe that's AP. It's 4B. 4B both on AP and BD. It's a rifle automatic.
Okay, so it still bypasses their armor.
Good.
We need to give me 2d6 for the crit and location.
You got it. So it's 2 sets of 2d6, just so I'm clear.
Yeah, so start with location, then give me the crit.
Okay. Then you got a 7 and
7 center torso. So that's main torso, upper torso.
Lucky me, that's 7-7, baby.
7 and 7. 7 is not a crit.
Ah, well.
So you do hit him in the torso with an additional 4 damage stacked on top of your 4. That is 8 damage overall. This guy is dead.
Oh, okay. No crit, just a shot to the fucking body. Got you.
Yeah, he just immediately takes one straight to the chest and drops.
I'd like to believe I lunged him. He's just sitting there gargling his last.
All right, that brings us then to Isabel. You're up.
All right.
Or hiding in a room on the side.
I have the same problem of not being able to tell where I am.
So you are over on the side room here.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. I should probably stream it into our chat so you can actually see. That'll make it easier.
That's
Oh,
fine. I've just been
that's
watching the YouTube
fantastic.
and
That's so much easier. I was trying to set up YouTube while we were talking, and it just wasn't working because it just occurred to me that I haven't plugged my laptop in, and that's probably why it's not turning on. So the rest of the group is all the way around the corner. I should probably at least try to catch up with them.
I
So
think he jumped in there because we had had that gunfight here.
yeah.
Okay. But we're heading to the right, correct?
You are heading to the right.
Uh-huh.
You know that Victor, you basically figured out from the comms position because you were the one running comms. Victor was just around the corner basically, and they could see your gunfight going on, but they're kind of pinned down because there was a turret that was there that was taken care of, but there are still more people running down the hallway shooting.
we still have a base full of pirates who now know where their breach in security is, and they will keep sending men until they have no men to send.
All right. I guess. Oh wow, you can zoom in on this video. That's cool. If I could get closer to the entryway and at least assist in firing so that somebody else can do something.
How many movement points do you have?
That is a fantastic question. I am going to try and find the cord to my laptop because I've been trying to just turn it on without plugging it in.
It is an old Chromebook.
So
I'm a
once you've got that figured out, it's gonna be whatever your walking speed is in meters divided by 5 rounded up is the number of inches you can basically move. So for any of you out there who are wondering, we are using the time of war positionary for that.
Let's get blown away when the door got blasted open.
Say again?
Did this cover get blown away when I blasted the shit out of the door?
No, it did not.
Okay.
No, that cover is definitely still intact. The doors are pretty much laying up against it, and it kind of like absorbed the impact of it. It did not destroy the cover.
Okay.
I think this is very appropriate music for this battle.
Okay. I know what I'm doing. My turn.
I'm gonna put this song on repeat because you guys are you're fighting for your freedom here. Freedom of pirates.
Okay, thank God, my laptop is finally on.
Yay!
I have my page saved immediately. I'm so sorry. This is
I gotta-
my fault again.
I gotta do this all poison snake style. I gotta run up to cover, and then I'm gonna run out, and I'm gonna snap your necks.
Okay.
But it's not my turn yet.
No, go ahead. I'll go after you. I think that makes more sense considering I'm slowing things down.
That's perfectly doable. We can swap initiative order for that.
All right,
I'm
sprint,
so sorry.
and I'll up like
Sprint
Cover up behind.
or run.
sprint. If I only ran from where I was at, here, let me. From where I was at there, I can easily do that. I'd only, if I sprint, end up about here.
Okay. So if you are doing a full sprint, that is a complex
No.
action.
Yeah. So
Okay.
no, if I ran, I'd only be here.
Okay.
So that's why I sprinted behind the little
Just
material.
making sure that you know it's a complex action, so that's going to be your turn. You dead sprint there. You just watch as a Catman's just kind of like nearly on all fours as he's running, and he like dives
like-
between the cover.
Now I'm like all pressed up, like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get him.
You slide your
Snatch your
back
child
towards
in the
against the rocks.
Yeah.
All right. That then would bring us back to Isabel.
Alright, so it was my walk speed times what?
So
Walk speed divided by 5.
rounded up.
Rounded up.
So 1?
Okay, you got to walk a 1 then.
You could run. Well, so walking is a incidental.
Walking is incidental, which means that you can always at least walk 1 and still have both of your actions.
Your
running
single action would be to run, which should get you a lot further.
and
I don't know how much.
running and shooting are both simple actions.
Okay, so if I run, I can't shoot.
No, if
If
you,
I
if you
walk,
run, you can still shoot. You just can't sprint and run.
Okay.
Sprint and shoot, or sprint and run. Both work.
Unless you have a special ability that lets you do it. But that requires XP.
Is that a
Alright, then probably running would be the best decision. I feel like this is not the situation for a casual saunter.
Okay, so what's your run speed?
My run speed is 17.
Okay, so that gives you points of 4. Yeah, you can run up to 4.
You're probably going to be behind Lance Gordon, if not posted up like near him.
Okay.
But I don't
my
think you
goal
want to
is
be
just
in
to-
front of the door.
Yeah, my goal is just to assist with suppressive fire. So,
Okay, so you could run to about here then, and then you still have a little bit more room left. You got about 2. Or you could run all the way in if you wanted to.
No, she's moved her 4.
That's every inch is 5 meters.
Yeah. Getting out and going to where you just dropped her is 4 inches.
That's 2 for me.
somebody's
Giving you
using
4.6.
centimeters.
I think you were.
It should be by grid 2D.
Here, let's see. Configuration.
I would like to remind everyone though, those sandbags, I don't think those are there anymore.
No, those
they're
sandbags
still
are
there.
there. They're still there.
That's what I was asking
okay.
earlier.
Yep.
I thought that statue charge gun did it. But alright.
It blew it open and it threw debris at the people. It didn't destroy the cover, but it did kill the people behind it.
Wow, Catman's really surgical with those things.
Good with my bombs. There's a reason my demolition skill is a 6.
Because each
Oh my
each grid hex is 5 meters, so you have to measure by grid.
We don't have like grid hexes on here?
It's because I turned off the ability to see them.
If you do that, you can't.
Well, that's what the line is for.
You can't fault us for.
Yeah, we're just supposed to trust that he's putting our people in the right position.
No, this is
Right.
inches, 4 inches there.
I have faith. I have faith in the GM.
I don't.
Why are you showing inches?
Famous last words.
You're right, that is 4 inches.
Eh.
Supposed to be by grid hexes.
Well, like, let me see the grid hexes.
Well, just change it to grid hex. Instead of hitting inches, just change it to grid. In your measurement tool.
That's the worst thing to do.
I can't overlap the hexes on top of this.
Well, no, I already have grid projection. Oh no, let's click on that. What is it? Is it edging?
So if you go down to your F4 one, which is the line tool,
Yeah.
you set it to grid first, 2D, auto, edge, log.
Fortunately, I can't see units because Soul Music is in the way. Same with his, but it's inch 2D. It's saying auto right now currently.
Yeah, just click on the inch and change it to grid.
Pretty sure inches is only gonna be like, what am I looking at? Oh no, it does say grid.
Alright. Now when you look at that, you see that?
It's looking at the. It's just counting the grid.
Yeah, that's what it should be counting, because that's how this map is measured.
It's retarded.
So you probably could have gotten there with a run.
I could have ran there.
Yeah.
Gee, this is retarded, dude.
I did this specifically so it was accurate.
Yeah.
So you ran there.
Hold on.
I think so. I thought that's what I wanted to do.
This is part of
I
the
don't
reason
know,
why
that-
you
that's
can
an
out.
argument, I'm not sure.
This is part of the reason why you can outrun anybody. It's because you can literally like run faster than anyone.
Cool. That's convenient.
Because if you remember correctly, Catman can outrun as fast as some of those guys can sprint. But technically, these rooms are accurate to their grid count. It's how big they're actually supposed to be.
This is so dumb, Ethan.
Why is it dumb? Because you can't see the grid? I can't change that.
Catman's all in.
You going all in?
Catman's all in.
Alright.
And
Catman tried to put hands on them and have them put hands on him. He's out for a fun time.
Alright, okay, Isabel, you still have 2 more hexes worth of movement. Did you want to do anything else?
I was gonna lay down suppressive fire, but now the Catman's just standing in with the enemy. I don't think that's a particularly great idea, since he just jumped pell-mell into the middle of 6 people.
Did you want to get up to these sandbags at least?
You can get up to cover.
Sure. And then I'll call him an idiot, because what the
And then
fuck?
shoot somebody. Yeah.
So-
You know what? I will just shoot that direction, and if I hit him, he was an idiot and decided to stand amongst the enemy in a great big pile.
Okay.
And the person in front of me.
You ran. The enemy ran as well. The enemy has a +1 to their defense. You have a -2 to your shot. And that is all the stuff you need to know. You just need to roll 2d6. Or I can roll the dice set in game if you want.
Oh, I have a dice roller all set up.
All right, cool. Go for it.
All right, that's an 8. Plus, I don't. What number do I add?
Small arms.
Well, yes. I have it written weird. Do I add the XP to the TN or the level?
The level.
Okay, so 9.
9. So that's a 9 against your target number of 8. So you do hit. Give me a location roll. See where you hit him. No, 2d6.
Cool. That's a 9.
In a 9 location, the 9 location is going to be in the left leg. This guy's poor freaking left leg.
I hit somebody who was standing slightly out from behind the cover, and that's how he lost his leg.
Go ahead and give me a crit roll as well to see if they take any crit.
5.
5. So that is no crit. But you do shoot him in the left leg. That is the second bullet he's taken. How much damage does your gun do? AP and its BD. It'll be 2 numbers. One will say AP, the other one will say BD. Do you have an auto pistol?
Yes, I do. I have the items written down, but I didn't actually go into.
So what is the weapon you have?
Standard auto pistol.
Standard auto pistol. Okay, so that is a 3-4, or sorry, a 3-3 weapon. So it does absorb a little bit from his armor. His armor is a little bit better than that. But he does not have any on his legs, however, so you do deal direct damage to him. So this guy is really hurt now. He's got 2 injury mods on him. Or sorry, no injury mods, but he is really hurting. As he's been shot in the left leg twice now. So that brings us then to Victor. So Victor, seeing the opportunity here, is going to kind of step up to the door.
These doors still like metaled up?
They are metaled up at the moment. He's going to step up to the door and he's going to try and shove these open at this point. Calling for assistance from everybody here. He's going to try and basically lift them with help. So we're going to consider this a maximum of 4 help actions. So we're going to start with the help actions first, just to see if they go all off. This is a pure strength check for their part. That's a fail. That's a fail. That's another failure. And that is also a failure, so they don't succeed in lifting the door. They just they're just pulling on that door as hard as they can to try and lift it up. Victor comes over the comms and says, guys, can somebody open the door, please? Thank you. With that, we're going to go right back to the top of the order. It is the enemy's turn.
Good luck, cat man.
46 meters, like basically 50 meters. So I do have a -2 to anyone attacking.
Yes, you do. You do have a -2 to anybody attacking you. They are going to pull out sidearms and attempt to shoot you with them.
Close enough that I can respond with martial arts.
Yes, you can. All right. So first one is going to go ahead and take a shot at you.
And I can martial arts thing?
Yep, you can make a martial arts check against it.
Okay.
So they're gonna have to martial arts first to not get you slap their gun, basically.
Okay. I'll tell you right now, I've got a 15.
15.
Yes, a 15.
All right. These guys have a +4, so they're at,
Yeah, I believe that is a 15.
so that is only a 12 by this guy. So he fails to martial arts against you.
And I got a degree. Well, I have 2 degrees.
Yes. You have 2 degrees of success against him. With 2 degrees of success, do you have any capability of using a special maneuver on him? Any special maneuvers?
I don't know if I can do one while I got him like this.
There are reactionary ones, but
I will. I'd have to have said it before because it would have generally given me a penalty. But then if I succeeded, it would do something.
you can still take it afterwards. I'll let you do that since we're this first time we're doing this.
All right, then it'll be disarming strike. I'll
Disarming strike.
basically, yeah, I'll slap out the. If successful, opponent drops the item in the targeted hand. Because attack focuses on disarming the enemy rather than inflicting harm, any damage dealt is reduced to just 1 point. If attack fails, treat it as a miss.
Okay. So you do. What's your penalty to the attempt?
Nothing. It's just I'm focused directly on slapping your weapon out of your hand, and at most you take a point of damage as you feel the sting as Catman slaps your hand.
Gotcha.
Scratch.
Yeah, scratch fever.
All right. So you knock the weapon out of his hand. That pistol goes to the ground. Another one is going to attempt to do so to shoot you.
And I will disarming strike him as well.
That's definitely a failure. Unless you blow it.
I can only fail on Snake Eyes. Because that is a 17.
All right. So you definitely you throw his hand off and knock the weapon out of his hand. So he is also disarmed of his pistol. Final one.
No pistol. This is a gentleman's game. It's only Queensberry rules. 13.
13?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you can't use disarming strike. It is an attack only. It is not a defending.
Attacking or defending.
You can make a crippling blow.
Crippling blow is different. And it is great, but it's a -2.
Parry, stance, shield.
I don't have a shield.
Um,
No, there's nothing really I got good to do.
mhm.
Oh! No, military. Weapon suit is a weapon thing. Yeah, no, I don't have anything I can actually do in the difference. So yeah, I'm just slapping people. Well, no, so... Okay.
It's
I had
not a
15, 17. These were disarming strikes, but I was giving them a heavy blow.
Yes, you are pretty much making sure that they don't shoot you.
Yeah.
They can't get their pistols into position to shoot you.
Well, I'd still be doing damage to them.
Yes, you
So
do
not
do.
disarming strike. So 13, what was the first guy's roll?
First guy who had only a 12.
So it was just normal normal fist damage of 0 AP and 2M, yeah, 2M.
Two melee damage. He does have one melee
The
defense.
first guy. Okay.
He does have one melee defense, so he is able to absorb 1 point of that. So he does take 1 point of damage.
Then for second guy, you said he did a fail.
Yeah, he's got a 10 in total.
Second guy had a 10.
10
Well,
against
I
your
had-
17.
Yeah, so that's 3 MOSs of success. You see, I had it up just a bit earlier. Where's the damage here?
Every margin of success equals an additional point of damage.
Okay, so he's taking
3 plus your 2. Minus
he's
1.
he's taking an extra. I had my that's what he added. So 5M.
So he takes 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay. He takes it in his right leg, which is unpadded. So he takes a nice solid kick to the right leg. Alrighty. And that brings us then to the final guy. Martial arts.
And this one, I will
Ooh.
something.
Crippling
So
strike.
that-
He rolled a 3.
Oh, that
Oh.
there's nothing better. I mean, could I grapple?
No,
I'm not gonna grapple.
I think
I'm just
you
gonna
need-
crippling strike.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Oh. Oh. All right. That's an 18.
18 against his
Three.
three,
So
3 plus 4, so
and-
7.
no, sorry. Hold on. 16.
16. Okay.
Still, it's 16 against 3.
Against 7.
So you're doing your thing wrong. Because MOS only is apparently a 0.5. Probably it's only for the fist. So
Oh, is it specific to fist? Okay,
probably. So it was
so
a lot.
roll-
It was 3 damage last time, not 5.
okay. So he takes
But
3
this
damage
one
instead.
is, so let's see. 16 over 7.
The melee combat rules are very new to us, so we're learning as you're learning out there, folks.
So 3.7, 5.7
Jojo.
points of damage
Batman.
to the guy.
How many points?
5.7.
5.7.
5.
Just round it up.
6 melee to his face.
Okay, 6 melee. That goes into location 8 for him. Left torso. You punch him in the upper chest. Crit rolls 7.
And crit, but he felt a nice force in his face.
Yeah, you felt the
And
nice
it's-
force of a fist go right back into him. And that was a crippling strike?
Yeah.
Oh boy, crippling strike. Let's see what crippling strike does here.
Crippling blow.
Or crippling blow. Crippling
Well,
blow.
no, it works the same thing. It's crippling strike. I'm just looking at the companion guide.
Yeah. Like martial arts, crippling strike maneuver, the crippling blow aims to particularly vulnerable points of the striking areas, such as joints, nerve clusters, known injuries. A modifier of -2 to all martial arts roll. If flurry combat and the modifier is assessed once the attack of the final margin of success is achieved, the crippling blow succeeds. The attack delivers 75% of its damage per point of MOS, rather than the normal 25%. As usual, round all MOS damage up and add the normal damage from the character's strength as appropriate. So, ooh boy, does he get fucking smacked.
Yee.
Oh, whap.
So 5, 3, and then 1. So you just kind of like knock their guns around. They don't get the capability of getting a shot off as you basically punch them into submission. The other 3 here are also going to open fire, but they're going to open fire downrange at you there, Isabel.
They don't want to shoot their buddies?
No, they are not going to shoot into melee.
That makes more sense.
So opening fire on you, they have not moved as of yet, but this one is going to move just slightly up. Right there. This guy is going to actually move into melee with you, Catmip.
Yeah! That's the maximum amount of people that could be in a fight with me.
It is. He is then going to pull out a knife. And he is
But a knife to hand fight? You fool!
He is he's going to attempt to charge you.
Alright.
So the attacker making this roll suffers a -1 for every 3 meters of distance covered, or a fraction thereof. Should the attacker succeed at a distance charge, the MOS of the damage is calculated based on the full body score of the character.
Yeah, I'm gonna crippling blow him
All right.
in response.
So he has got a -1 to his attempt here. His melee weapons is a 4.
-2 on mine.
And he sucks. Oh boy. That's another 7.
I got a 9. I didn't do amazing.
Okay, so you still kick him though.
Yeah, he starts to charge me and I just kick him right in the neck.
Yeah.
None of that.
I keep maintaining it as you just poking them in the eyes.
It is
That's
not a successful charge, so no knockdown checks need to be made.
Okay. Oh, and he takes 3 damage.
Oh, also, you need to take fatigue point for every time you make a maneuver. Every time that you're fighting with these people, you're gaining fatigue.
Actually, hold on. Let's see.
Keep forgetting to mention that. These guys are probably not going to live very long, but I am counting their fatigue.
Okay, only one per? Or is this all tallied? Is
One per
each
action
time?
you make.
In response, okay.
Yeah, so you can technically make additional actions every turn if you want at the cost of fatigue.
Should at least be doing two actions then. Because I have toughness.
Mm-hmm.
And rounding half of one action is still 1 point.
Yeah.
How many interrupts can I do?
How many interrupts? You can do as many as you want as long as you have fatigue to do it. You can keep doing stuff so long as you've got fatigue. It's basically you're holding your breath.
All right, so I'm not gonna do anything now. But these next 2 turns, I'm hitting them all with 2 crippling blows.
Okay.
But so.
So the other 2 are going to... Yeah, no, he failed, so... What was his damage, by the way?
3 damage.
3 damage? Okay. So we've got 3, 3, 5, and 1. The other 2 are going to take shots at you, Benty, with their pistols. They're going to go for Burst Fire 5, and they're going to concentrate their shots. So they're going to go for burst with careful aim.
Okay.
So they reduce their number down to 3 shots, and take a careful shot at you. They're not going to snapshot this, though. So they just get a +1 to their hit. They have a small arms of 4. First shot is a 12. That is a max roll. So they get an additional 6. All right, so that's 12 plus 3, so that is a 15 on the dice, plus an additional 4 for their small arms. That is 19 total.
Oh.
Going
Oh,
into
shit.
10 location, your left arm. No crit.
Oh.
So you do have cover. You do have medium cover, so you do get a +4 to your defense against this. So your TN goes from a 7 to a 11. So the total amount that you're hit by is a 5. Because they have an MOS of 5 on this against you.
You don't have personal armor on your sheet.
What armor are you wearing?
You also don't have items.
Oh, you have no armor?
About this thing.
No, I got armor when I was at the when I was in the when we were getting our supplies last time. Or
It's just she has
I think
no,
we all have a
no
Okay.
armor on the sheet. Otherwise,
Okay.
I'm like, what I've got Star League suits. So,
So I have. the
Oh,
same.
that's what everybody's wearing.
Yeah.
That's
but
what
it's like
Okay,
contrary.
so we're all good.
All right, so what's the armor on the arms for ballistic? Then
6.
okay, so you have a defense of 6 against this. Their guns are a 3, which means that you are 3 over it, so you reduce the damage by 3. So it's a 3/3 weapon. So that is 3 points of damage plus 5 minus 3, so you take 5 points of damage in your left arm.
Okay.
No crit on it, so your armor does not degrade, but it did shoot through you.
Okay.
Because I'm using the heroic rules for anybody who is wondering, so armor will not degrade unless you crit the armor. So, with that, that finishes their first shot from the one guy. 3-round burst overall. So he actually takes another -3 to that. Oh no, careful aim just puts it at a +1, that's why. So he still gets the extra shots. Okay. Second one with careful aim is at a 10, so that will miss you because of your medium cover.
Okay.
So that ends that for them. That brings us then to Gordon and Sasha. Sasha is going to use careful shot. And she is going to shoot into a melee. So Careful shot gives her +4 on her roll. Melee gives her -4 on her shot. So she is at a straight shooter. She is got a +7 to her small arms.
Nice.
She is shooting at short range because sniper rifle.
I do love sniper rifles.
Okay, so that's a success at
Nice.
a 14. So that puts it at an 11 here. Left arm, this guy is hidden with a crit roll of 1.
Mm.
It is a ballistic 5 with a AP 5 damage 5 on this guy right here. This is going straight into his left arm with a crit roll. So let's take a look and see, what did he get on his crit? And this is from the back into location. Oh, I only need to roll 1d6 for this. Oh no, it is on this. So this goes into his right leg, actually. Expanded hit locations. Totally different subset. They changed them up. So for his right leg that he's hidden, right lower leg, he receives 1 crit. We'll use the left one here as number 3. Oh boy, he's shot in the ankle.
Oof.
It is fractured
Oh.
and sprained. Okie dokie. He needs a knockdown check. He fails. He is knocked prone as he is shot in the ankle. However, it doesn't really matter as his ankle is now gone. And he has died from the shock of having his, basically his foot shot off.
Having his whole foot cut off.
Because he doesn't have that much health.
That man got karate chopped in the face, shot how many times, and then finally his foot got blown off.
Different guy. This is just one guy who got karate chopped.
Oh, regardless. Karate chopped and having my foot shot off.
This is the
like
guy who got shot twice.
It's about to be worse for him.
All right. With that brings us to Gordon. Gordon is going to move up into cover, and he is going to set up his gun using a complex action to set up for support weaponry.
Ooh.
And that will be his turn, using both simple actions to do so. He will take additional fatigue for that too. All right, that brings us then to Sinclair. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, I've heard Shirano and his lot of Poindexters and starving miners pounding at that metal door. Quick question: what kind of metal door is it exactly?
It looks to be like a cast iron door, kind of like a cast off iron door.
Okay, so it's not like a blast door or anything like that.
No, it
It's
seems
more
like a sewerway, like bulkhead kind of door.
Perfect. Well, I am going to. So it's got like a knob or like a proper like opening system.
It is
like
a-
locked, or is it...
It is a slide down. It looks like it is like a weight system that is pulled by chains.
Okay. Are there is the chain mechanism nearby, or do I have to make a roll for that?
Yeah, you're gonna have to make a roll for that. Perception.
Okay. So I'm gonna do that right now. Because I was thinking of just shooting the damn lock. That
Are
might
you
still work.
running up to the door to be able to see this, or are you just peeking your head in?
I'm staying in cover. I'm not gonna. Actually, the door is covered, is it not? More or less, because I see the debris right there.
It's somewhat in cover. You can run up and get into cover there if you would like.
I would like to do that.
Okay, so you run in a little bit, and then you run over there. So that uses 2 hexes worth of movement.
All right. I've made my perception, I believe, roll. Give me a second to pull up my sheet. Because we've got perception right there. My perception is a 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that'll be my roll for perception check.
All right.
So 11 on a T and a 7, generally speaking.
11 on a T and a 7. All right. So,
Yeah.
taking a look at the door, what you can see is there are 2 direct chains that lead up into what looks to be like a crevice of some kind. Kind of following that crevice, you can see that there is a weight system that is probably on the other side of the door.
Okay. Now, God. So it's a weight counterweight setup, obviously.
Yep.
But I don't know which chain holds the counterweight. Now, in theory, if I were to take my laser pistol and shoot a chain, would that door open, or would I have just fucked the system?
It could if you shot the counterweight.
But I have to know which one's the counterweight first.
Yep. You've got a 50-50 shot on this one.
Oh, God.
The risk. The
No
reward.
risk. You know what? Fuck it. Cheer no laser's eyes on my win. I'm gonna draw my laser pistol and take a shot at. Let me flip a thing here somewhere. I'm going to shoot the one on the left.
Okay.
And do I need to make a roll for that, or am I pretty good at shooting stationary targets?
It's easy enough. Just make a roll to see if you don't jam your gun.
Of course. 2d6. I don't think we jam at a 10.
All right. You shoot the chain. And after the blazing shot comes out off to the side, Gordon and Isabel, you immediately witness as the door immediately begins to grind upwards. And you see, standing on the other side, a very surprised-looking Victor Chirano.
Very wounded.
Good dog, my friend.
Well, shit. Which way's the exit?
Not yet, my friend. We have clerics to kill.
I don't have a gun. And that brings us then to Isabel's turn.
All right. Neither does that man, but you see, he's doing fine. It's just point to him punching a bunch of men.
He's just like attacking people.
So, Isabel, what are you doing?
Did you say this door full of enemies has just been opened?
That door is
No.
full of allies. You see Victor standing in the doorway.
Okay, I'm sorry. They all.
Those are the people you were on the comms with. Those are all the miners and Comstar agents that were taken captured.
Ah, fantastic. I'm gonna assume that none of them have any ability to patch up my shoulder.
No, that's Adolphus' job.
That's true.
At some point, she is gonna ask for help with that because you said she lost 5 hit points.
Yeah, you took 5 hit points worth of damage. You got shot straight in the shoulder.
You're
I
at
only have
7 out
10,
of 12.
so I'm about ready to die.
Well, no, you're almost halved. You're 1 point above. You are faring
No, I'm
very bad.
roughly in half.
We've got on your health over here, it's listed as 12, which is 5 less. It's at 7, but I'm leaving it at just for the maximum.
Well, never mind. I should probably ask about that at some point.
No, that could be
Well, that's
wrong. I am seeing 10 and 21 you have here. I don't know the last time your character sheet has been updated.
It is 12.
Oh shit! I updated it with you, but I didn't actually do anything for my portion, which is not really all that good. I'm really bad at this. I'm so sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. It happens.
Oh yeah, and here let me just no, I can't draw all over. Don't look at my sheet as well. It's, but I have a proper like maximum on my sheet, and I'm going off of my stuff. So I'm at 22 out of 30 fatigue, and I haven't taken any damage.
Yeah, you haven't taken any damage because you're kind of a badass for some reason. So somehow you're really good at ground combat.
Yes. Somehow.
It's almost like
It's not the 7 I put in there. Somehow.
So if the goal is to clean this place out, we should probably keep pushing forward. But if the goal is just to get these people out, somebody should lead them out of here.
It's to rescue. We're doing a bit of a multi-attack just so we can get everybody out.
Okay.
yeah, they're considered a singular pack.
All right.
But it is your turn at the moment.
Well, if we're still in combat, there has to still be enemies. Oh, the two guys that still shot me are still there.
Yeah, there's still 2 guys here and 3 guys surrounding Catman.
Okay. Then I will fire back at the asshole who shot me.
All right, give me a small arms check.
That might not be very good. That's a 5 + 1.
5 + 1. That will not do
Yeah.
it. As you shoot into his cover, it kind of bounces off the rocks.
Okay.
All right, that then brings us to Catman.
It's my turn. Well, first off, yeah, let's do. I didn't really want to. Well, let's do two simple attacks, 2 maneuvers to get rid of the 2 people with pistols next to me. I'm gonna disarming strike them.
Disarming strike on that? All
Yeah, on the 2 with pistols. So I'm gonna do the first one on the one on the right, I think, had one.
Gotcha.
So against their whatever skill they want to use against my martial arts, does a 12 beat them?
Is a 12. They've got a skill of 4. That's 12.
A tie.
So it is a tie.
Do we reroll or
On ties, there is no win. It just deflects.
I'll I'll still disarming strike on the other one.
Okay.
I got a 14 this time.
14?
Mhm.
Nice. They only got a 9.
Okay, so I don't do anything but 1 damage, I think. Let me look back at hello. Let me look back at my Yeah, it's just 1 point of damage to the hand that was holding the gun.
Okay, 1 point of damage to the hand holding the gun. Understood.
And the gun is knocked out of his hand.
All right, and that was for victim number 2, which is this guy right here.
Yep. And then that's my turn.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. So, with that, that then brings us to Victor himself. Victor Tirano here is going to run out of the room and sprint his way down. Just kind of making his way all the way over. The people in here are also just going to kind of follow up behind him in a procession line, per se. Three. And these guys are going to make it up to the door. Okay. All right, so that then brings us back to the top of the order. It is now the enemy's turn. The enemy here are both going to use suppressive fire on this section against all of you. They have a -5 on this for the complete total use of their burst fire. And an additional -2 on top of that for using suppressive fire. Alright, so no hits. These are literally just boxcars that they would need to roll. No hits as well.
It's just saturation fire right now.
Yep, they're just saturating the area.
Oh, and I probably would scream after Cherno as just a free action that there might be some behind us before you start running, you know?
Gotcha. As he runs out, and he just he's just sprinting at this point.
Yeah, it's fine. I want him to know, buyer beware, you know, running down those tunnels with no help. There's probably a few angry bastards behind us.
So with that, that then brings us to the 3 around you. One has been disarmed. He is going to pull out his knife and is going to attempt to attack you with a melee weapon.
Okay.
So we'll
And then
start with him.
I'll do 2 crippling blows in response. Then I think is what you were saying. No, wait. I'll just do the normal. Nah, 2 crippling blows. That's what we talked about.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do. Ooh, failure.
Ooh, that is a fail, which means he automatically hits.
I'm going to use an edge.
All right, go for it.
Reroll that. Glad I spent that experience to get that back. Much better.
That is a 6.
Yeah. So 13.
13 against his 9, so he misses.
All right. So that's going to be 4 damage for the first one, and then I was making that second strike against him at the same time. So roll again.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that was nice. 16.
That'll do. This is a defensive response. Same roll as before.
Can you remind me what that was?
That is a 9.
Okay.
So you can only respond with as many actions as they take.
Oh,
So it would only be one.
it'll only be one?
Yeah.
Then, nah.
And he's not going to try and stab you twice at this point. He had another
wish he
action,
would.
but it doesn't really matter because you pretty much kicked the shit out of him.
Well, I am hitting him in, like... I am hitting him in the sweet spots.
Yeah, this was lethal damage that you were dealing, right?
Yes.
Okay, so the crippling blow that you do lands pretty much directly in his ribs, and you just hear a nice resounding crunch as this guy just drops.
Oh,
Gonna... Yeah.
If you haven't been able to gather yet, these guys all have 7 health.
Oh, okay.
They're not very strong.
They don't have... There's not gonna be a lot of them left soon. Alright,
Alright, so the other guy there in melee with you is going to attempt to knife you as well. He is going to use both melee strikes on you. So
then
that
I will
is a
respond with
13.
2 cripplings.
13 on the first.
And against my 15 on response.
So you win it out.
Yeah, that's
Another
3 damage.
3 damage.
Yep. And then if he's not dead and he's still rolling his second knife, once again.
Yep. He's
Crippling
going for that other blow.
Okay. That's only a 12.
That is a 15.
Okay.
15 to your upper torso with a crit roll of 10.
Ooh.
So 2 crits on your upper torso. So first one is going to be a stab in the lungs.
Ooh.
Second one is internal bleeding in the heart location. You need to make a consciousness check. You gain 2 injury modifiers for this. Sorry, you only gain 1 injury modifier because you rolled a 3 on your lung shot, so it does daze you, but it does not deal any additional injury mod.
What am I adding to this?
You are adding your body. It's a body check.
Do I add my body score?
Yes.
That's a 15.
15? Okay.
Yep.
Then you're good.
How much damage was that?
So it is a total of it's going to be 5 times the amount of damage normally. Melee weapon does 1 point of damage for a knife.
Okay.
So it is 5 points of standard damage plus fatigue. You are dazed, which means you need to make a knockdown check as well. That is a reflex check.
It's only 5 stab damage?
Yeah.
Okay.
But you do have internal bleeding, which means that you will take additional points of damage every turn.
That's only 4 points. No. 5 toughness. And then how much was the fatigue? The same?
You take 1 point of fatigue for every point of standard damage you take.
Okay.
Or sorry, every time you take standard damage, you get 1 point of fatigue.
It goes straight through my armor?
It does not. What is your armor?
My armor is, for a melee, it's 4.
Melee 4.
Yeah.
Okay, so then it is only 2 points of standard damage then.
Okay.
It only reduces it by 2.
Okay. Then
It's just the crits suck.
22.
Yeah. But essentially he stabbed you right in the heart and he just punctured a little bit of your heart. Or a vein.
Ooh.
Somewhere inside of there you now have internal bleeding.
Oh god. This hair doctor has some work to do. Jesus.
Oh yeah, the doctor's got some work to do.
Hey, at least he
I'm still
didn't.
gonna beat him up.
If he punctured your lung, you have to make a roll. You have to make a roll against all of your checks, or lose 1 point in every single thing.
Ooh. No, I'll just deal with the internal bleeding.
Yep. Yep. You've got internal bleeding. Something has been done to your cardiovascular system. You will lose 1 point of standard damage every single turn. This can be
Just at
stacked.
the beginning?
Yeah, it's just at the beginning.
Okay.
So, he stabbed you. The other guy is going to attempt to hit you with the gun butt.
I'll just normal.
He does get a +1 for doing this.
I'll do a normal. Just normal martial arts defense.
So that's a 5 on his roll with that. So that brings it out to a 12 total.
I have a 15 with my 8 and +7.
All right, so you do beat him. You beat him by 2.
2, and that's only 3 damage though, because I'm not crippling blows. This is just a normal, straight like martial arts.
Okay, so 3 points of damage. He looks very hurt. He's not happy about it. All right. So that then brings us to Victor, Campman, enemy, Sasha Nue, and Gordon. Okay, so Gordon is going to use another grenade. He's going to make an ordnance shot against them. This uses his small arms capability, which is 6. That is only a 9 there, but still will be effective, as he is just shooting the ground. Landing it in this location right here. So, Catman, you are within the blast radius. You need to give me a dexterity check. This utilizes your score.
That is a 14.
14, you pass. So you are able to dodge the half of damage that you will take. So you are on
Do I take no damage then?
You take half.
No, okay.
You're
Where's
able
the
to
grenade?
the grenade is landing between here. You do have cover, so you're getting an additional for this, so it's going to reduce it even more.
Oh, okay.
It's an anti-personnel flechette, so it's a bunch of needles exploding near you. Yeah, it is a class.
The CO likes to bring the party favors.
It is a class B, so 8 fail.
It's normal for the infantry. But
Okay.
do I not want it happening near me?
So both of these guys fail and are going to take full damage. You can also choose to move when this happens. You also take fatigue for that.
No.
Okay. This guy also dodged and is going to move.
Oh, I'll at least respawn and move where they're still like within my. They're still within my like reach. So if they both dodge and I move up with them.
Okay. The other guy did not dodge, however, so he's going to take his half the damage.
I'll move like in between them.
So this is an explosive. It deals 8 points of damage. Both of these guys are dead as they get flechetted in the back. This guy is also dead. And he is at... Okay, he's very injured, though. That guy is very injured.
That guy was the one who punctured my heart. Yeah?
Yes, he's the guy who stabbed you.
Okay.
Catman's just like, so I know the score when my turn comes around.
Oh,
basically.
almost forgot. He critted you twice with the melee weapon. So your armor actually takes an additional two structure. So your melee is reduced by 2 because the armor has been damaged. Or sorry, all of your scores are reduced by 2.
Yeah.
It's just on your torso though. You now have a hole in you. That can be repaired, yeah.
Okay.
All
I
right.
believe it is my turn. Yeah?
Yes, it is Sinclair.
Yeah, whoa. Alright, so how far is it from
Damage
me
did
to that
you take?
sandbag where currently Catman is fighting for his life?
That is about
a single-
4 hexes.
Ethan, you never told me how much I took out of all that with my
2.
my cover and the other.
Sorry, 2.
Just two?
2.
Two? Okay.
So
Toughness never working when I want it.
It's the only reason the other guy's alive is because he only took 2 damage as well.
Okay.
Cool. Alright. So I've got a run of about, I can easily make it to that, I can easily clear 4, because I think I have a round 5 run over, because it's 18 divided by 5, rounded up. So,
You have 4.
I'm going to get right up there then, and with my laser pistol, I'm going to try and execution style shoot this man in the side of the head. See if that, actually, I'm going to try something else.
He is in melee.
You are shooting into melee, so you do have a -4 to the shot. You can take
That's fine.
you can take one of your simple actions to careful aim, which will.
I might.
You did
I might have
run up.
I might have a different tact for this actually. Because if I point again, you're saying this man is very badly injured right now. He is in
Yeah.
a fight for his life. He's got a bloodied knife in one hand.
He got a good stab on me.
My,
And he's been
I'm
shot once.
I'm otherwise fine.
it's gotta be. Okay, so if I point my pistol at this man, and he's the one man left standing in this room, what would I roll to try to convince him to surrender and allow us to take him prisoner for nothing else than medical attention?
You can make a negotiations check. You could make.
You can make a negotiations check.
I feel like it would be helpful if we took one alive. Maybe. I don't know.
You could certainly
I don't
try
have
negotiation.
I am not trained in negotiations. I do not see it anywhere on my list of things.
You could simply. You could also just give a straight up like. You can try negotiations without being trained in it, so you don't have any penalty for it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to point my laser pistol at this man, and you are outnumbered and surrounded. Your hands are dead. No help is coming. You can either go assess, or we can kill you. And most bloodily too, because I will step on your foot. And I will make my 2d6, and we'll see what the fuck happens.
Yeah.
What the hell happens? I'm sorry, I forgot we're on YouTube. Hey, okay, so that is an 11. So 5, 6. And I'm not sure what my TN is for that, but
So
since I'm not trained.
it's 8, but it's got a +6 on it right now for reasons.
That was a waste of time and a waste of time then. Whoopsie daisies.
So he pretty much just ignores you.
That's my action, isn't it? I can't do anything else. I moved and yelled at him.
Talking is an incidental.
No, talking one word is an incidental.
Oh yeah. So yeah, that would be an action.
Yeah,
So
I think I just
he just ignores you.
Yeah, well, fuck. I tried. I'm sorry, everyone. I was trying something different.
All right.
The quarter. The edge piece I called quarter. I'm just gonna kill him.
All right.
You're just gonna kill.
You gonna crippling strike this man?
Actually, you know what? Let's see. What is this? What is this? I'm gonna do something else to him.
Oh no.
Used one grappling, so I'd have to first grapple. Yeah, I'm just gonna crippling blow right into his face. That's a 10
That is a 10.
against your. Does it have a response?
He is fleeing. He does have a response. His response is he fails.
Yeah. How much?
He rolled a 6.
Oh.
'Cause he's got an injury mod.
Oh. Alright, well, he's got 4 into the back of his head, I guess, as he tries to run.
Yeah, he's definitely got 4. It's into location 7 for expanded wounds, so that's into the back of his upper leg
Oh, okay.
with no crit.
Okay.
But you basically just kind of crack his femur, and he just dies of shock.
Man, I
Because
can't
he
say
just
I didn't
basically
deal with that.
bleeds out unconscious.
And I'm gonna turn to you, Adolphus, kind of calm, and be like, I'm gonna need this patched up as I point to the hole in my chest.
You can see
Yeah,
there's a
well,
knife
that's
wound that
pretty
you can
bad.
see is actively bleeding.
Just spurting blood. Just like, hey, you have some very high blood pressure. You can get that checked out. As I walk on over, I'm immediately going to provide. I fucking can. We're out of initiative, right?
Yes, you are now out of initiative. The members of Victor's group are just running down the sewerway at this point.
I will again scream after them. There are more men down that sewer way. I would suggest looting the dead here if you wish to defend yourselves on your way home. I guess so. Is it
A couple
med
of them
tech
at the
or-
back here will stop and kind of hear what you said, and they begin to run around and grab a couple of guns and continue running back down the hallway.
Yeah, that's fine. As long as they outnumber those dudes, they should be okay. But,
Victor is also going to kind of hang back here and is kind of waiting for medical attention.
Okay, so now I have surgery, general, and I know I also have med tech.
You
Where the
probably
fuck
want
that is.
surgery,
So you need
as
to-
they tell you he nicked something important.
You need to use medtech first to identify the wound, and then you can.
Diagnosis.
Yeah.
Okay. Ooh, I'm not that great at diagnosing things. I should probably. All right. So first the med tech roll then for old Catman. Catman dude. Okay, so that is a 7 plus 4. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. With a TN of 7.
Okay. You're
Yeah, I
able
imagine
to
this is a
identify the
pretty easy
wound.
wound test.
He has been nicked in an artery, closer towards his main ventricles. He needs immediate surgery.
You're going to lay down and bite down on something hard.
Do you have a field surgery
I do
kit?
have a field. I do have a field surgery kit. I was handed the only one we have.
All right. So with
Okay.
that field surgery kit, you get a use out of it. Give me a surgery check.
Okay. Don't botch the roll. All you're good at, Sinclair. Oh, fuck yeah! Boxcars. 12.
Hell yeah!
Rolling another one. Okay, well, that was a 12 plus a 1, so it's 13.
Very
I'm really
nice.
happy I got that one in my boots. Plus 7, which is my overall surgery general. I'm a good surgeon.
Nice.
So that's 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very nice. So, the way this works is your MOS reduces the number of days. On a success, it reduces it in half. On a critical success, it is reduced by a quarter and then additional MOS.
Good.
So, the normal recovery time, and you don't get a negative modifier for this at all either. Normal recovery time would be about a week. It is now cut down to a day.
Jesus.
God.
Like I said, get in there, and it's just so quick. As far as I'm concerned, Catman, gets down in the laying position. I'm over him, and in like 2 seconds, it's just patch. Get this fucking done.
You just
All
like
right, get the thing up.
scapple.
The man arterial bleeding down 10 billion more. Come on.
Yep.
Good work. I get up and I start walking up. 'Cause now I feel it's all good.
Yeah. No, it's really good.
Get in there with the calipers and just there's your biochel. God, the wonders of modern medicine. Let's go.
You also recover all your standard damage points.
Oh shit. I'm back up to full.
You
doc
guys can
is good at
also
what we do.
remove all fatigue at this point because you're in a rest period. When you come out of combat, your fatigue all drops back to 0.
Oh, thank God.
You can-
I only used a third of mine.
Yeah, like you can at any point. It's kind of like heat generation in a way. Fatigue kind of stacks over time. You can at any point take a turn to use a complex action to rest for a turn, so you can remove all fatigue.
Mm.
But those are just some specifics to that. Other than that, for the moment, it seems everything has calmed down.
Alright, well,
Okay, excellent. Well,
let's get everybody out of here.
yeah, because our mission was simply to infiltrate and exfiltrate with the prisoners. We're not supposed to stay and do some commando nonsense.
They wanted you to basically cause as much hell as possible.
Okay.
If I know where they're coming up from over here, I can start satchel charging and destroying the rooms.
Mm-hmm.
You certainly
We
can.
could totally collapse a lot of this lower level. See, that we could booby trap it on our way out. There's a bunch of bodies here. They retrieved their dead, right?
You're not entirely sure. You do know the map of the complex now. You do know that the entryway from underground is located in this room in particular. It has been marked as the fallback point. From here, this proportion, these two rooms right here, are listed as prison, guard room. This is the main facility for the prison. There is a supply cache back here. There is an additional armory here.
Didn't you use that as the prison room for them? That Toronto and everybody was in?
No, they were in this one.
No, they were in this one.
Oh, I'm sorry. Other way around. Armory. Yeah. Yes. Armory and guard room. This is another armory and guard room. This was a prison facility.
So here's my thought process.
I'm looking at like 3 different maps here.
Let's see here if I can try. If I could try some in character here. So I'm thinking, me and Catman alone could probably rig some of those rooms to blow, and I could cover him pretty well. And then everybody else can escort, the various civvies out of here. But if we blow that armory, that hurts them pretty bad, because you're saying this is like their main underground area, right? This is kind of it? Was there a lot more?
There is a lot more. So the section labeled over here is an unaccessed storeroom. There is an additional hidden entryway over here. This is what they call their escape point. This is escape point Alpha. These are escape point Bravo over here.
Okay, let me look right here. Okay.
Alpha.
Bravo. But we could collapse those on our way out, and at least block off any way for them to escape.
Escape point Charlie is located over here. These are in no use. Everything over here is pretty much empty for the most part. They call it the maze.
We could drop this hallway right here, as they don't really have an actual way, at least on map, to get across without coming from this way.
This is a fallback point. The stuff marked on their map, that's what it says. It says fallback. And you can see in the notes for the legend that's there for their stuff. Their procedure is should the base be attacked, that they shut off this direction.
Okay, so they've already done that basically.
They more than likely would have already done that if they think that their base was being attacked.
Which they certainly do now.
Yeah. Well, it's like maybe blow out this so they have to take time to excavate that, and we buy ourselves time there.
So this one right here, this is their main armory. This is you have control over their prison armory. The section located over here is also another entryway.
You said that's the main armory for like what, the fortress itself for their installation, or
it says main base armory.
That's very.
This one is located as the prison armory. Guard room, prison. This says high security. This says low security.
I mean, Adolphus, if you're feeling adventurous, I've got breaching charges. I've got breaching charges. Why don't we make our own way over to the armory? Or to the armory. Well, probably this one would be this. I think.
Comrade, yeah, I think that would be a wonderful experience. Let's do that. Sinclair smiles.
Okay.
I always like more ordnance.
Gordon and Sasha are going to join up with you guys and basically relay back to base what you're doing from the underground. Victor is going to lead the rest of the prisoners back to safety.
All right.
He's set up. I have my demolition kit, so I've got the proper tools to get a good line going.
How much time are you taking to do this? Are you going to do this quickly, or are you going to do it quickly and take the roll, or do you want to take your time on this just to get a guaranteed number?
Quickly.
Quickly. All right. Go for it.
This is why Sinclair stands very far away from Pac-Man when he's doing his stuff.
That's why I put you that far. Okay, I'm doing another edge here.
All right.
It's not bad, but like I want something a little better than that. Not snake eyes, but it's just one over snake eyes.
That's pretty bad.
I don't fail
Not
the roll.
cool. Oh, that's good.
So that would be a 14 over 9.
14 over 9. All right. So you set up your breaching charges. You specifically make it so that way what you do is essentially knock the wall out, as far as you can tell. Before you do that, let me get an architecture check. This will inform your difficulty.
Yeah, I love this. Oh!
Okay.
No.
Oh no!
No.
Another edge.
I'll be edgeless for the rest until I fill that back up. But
Well, you don't want to snake eyes on an explosive check, okay?
never want to snake eyes
Fine.
on explosives. Yeah, no.
That's a common saying in Iraq. Every bomb maker's missing a few fingers for a reason.
Oh, alright, another 14. No, so that is not a 14. That is
This is an
a
architecture
13
13. All right.
over 9.
13 over 9. So, you set up your charges, and you successfully put them in a way that you think is going to blow out the wall without necessarily destroying anything behind it. It'll just break it open.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm definitely make my way.
Yeah, you're going to stand back when you do this. You sever the wall, and it comes kind of slightly crumbling down as it does. You have to kind of like dig it out a little bit, but you also remember to time the explosion in between the sounds of cannon fire above you.
Okay.
So that is an additional part of your success.
So yeah, I've come up and I'm moving rocks and stuff out.
Now that you've blown it open, you can see inside of there are racks, trays, guns put into positions, crates all over the place. The wall that you've taken down, you kind of scoop away at it. The stuff that was on the shelf on the very back wall has been blown off the shelf, but it doesn't seem like it's been damaged in any way. It's just kind of been concussively pushed off.
Okay.
Adolphus is going to step in with all the flair of a mad Nazi scientist and say, "Excellent. Then grab your field and blow up the rest." I just make a perception check and see if I find any really neat things. Looking for, laser pistols or something like that. Yeah.
As you're doing that, you hear the sound of the door.
The door gets opened?
They're attempting to open it. It's a heavy door. It looks like they are yanking it up. It's very similar to the other chain system that you saw previously.
As,
Those mean-
as I've walked over to the door, I'm going to pull out one of my grenades. Actually, I have two things. I'll do the first one. I'll pull out one of the grenades,
Okay.
pull the pin, and as they roll it up, roll it under. And then,
Okay.
and then just for another spice, I'll pull out the flashbang in my other pocket, pull it and throw it under it as well.
So you basically pull out 2 grenades, rip the pins out with your mouth, and roll them underneath.
Yep.
I'm guessing you do the
Sinclair's
flashbang a little bit sooner than the frag.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But they both come out about the same time as they are simple actions. I
Yeah,
think.
it's like 2 seconds in between the two, basically. You throw the flashbang first, you kind of like pull both pins, you release the flashbang and throw it under, and then you count like 1, 2, and then let the clip of the frag go, and then throw that one under.
As Sinclair cackles.
Let's get a perception here. Yeah. Okay, so they don't see it until the flashbang hits. And you just hear the sound of the chain releasing as it drops just before the fractional amount of frag begins to hit the underside of the door. You can hear it blast against it, and a very, very small amount flies into the room, but it's insignificant in terms of its direction.
Yep. Well, I got us some
Very-
time. If you want to take anything, go. Otherwise, I'm setting up C8 against this wall.
Alright, Sinclair's gonna start stuffing his pockets. Give me a second here while I make my perception check. That is 9 plus. God. Good on you, Catsman. That was perfect. Beautiful use of ordnance.
You definitely heard
Uh,
screams on the other side that were quickly silenced.
Yeah, I am going to be setting up this door to explode it so they can't get in here for a good while. And whatever we don't take, I'm going to drop it in a box with a grenade.
So Sinclair has rolled a 13 for his perception. What's the armory looking like? Is there any choice pieces?
The armory still has power, as you can see. The lights are still on inside of here. It's kind of lit up with some makeshift kind of put in systems. There is a battery generator that seems to be tied into the electrical grid that they've spliced. That is powering the 2 rim lights that are inside of here. Almost large chandelier rim lights. You can see racks all over the place. The one that had a bunch of stuff on it that was knocked over, you can see is mostly, for the most part, mechanical pieces of just like general equipment that's more heavier or industrial. You can see on the walls, however, there is crates stacked up that have, like, they say rifles on the side. They'll say, ordnance. There are 1 or 2 crates that you can also see there that have general supplies in them as well. So it's kind of a mishmash of different things inside of here. You don't see anything particularly specific. You just see what would be, this is a armory for a base that also needs to store other stuff inside of there too. So it's not just their weapons, it's also their supplies.
Yeah, there's no remarkable weaponry. There's no grenade launchers or anything like that. Basically, nothing better than a lot of the kit I'm carrying.
Yeah, it seems to be infantry supplies.
Sinclair's gonna shrug, and for what it's worth, maybe pick a rifle off the rack. Just, why not? And a couple extra clips of what looks like compatible ammunition. And he's gonna sling it over his shoulder and, well, do your best work, Catman.
Alright, so I already rolled a satchel charge to put it to a remote trigger so I can detonate when we're ready. And that's on a 19 to to set it up at the door.
On the
It's
door
really
here?
like- Yeah. I'd like at the top, basically, so it'll like kind of ruin it that they can't open it / make rubble and make it hard to get in here for a while.
So basically cut off their access.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I only got a satchel charge, not the multiples that I've had, so I'm like, let me just disable.
Okay.
I'll destroy anything else that we don't take with a grenade into a box of stuff, if I can.
Gordon is going to get on the radio. And he is going to kind of waddle his way over with everybody else. Gordon's going to get on the radio. Man, we've located our subsection under the base. We have discovered their armory and have the ability to cut off their supply chain here. Further orders as to what you want to do. Does anybody have strategy?
I think I might. Give me 3.
Okay.
No.
Remember, I invested in a lot of things. I do, in fact, have strategy, sir.
Make a strategy
Nice.
roll.
Sinclair shall make a strategy roll. Give me 1 second. I'm swapping out headphones once I. There we go. Okay. So, making my strategy roll. Roll. Alright, that's a 10 plus 5, which is a 15. On a 10 of.
9.
TN is 9. So,
Yeah.
Good thing I
So-
have that plus 5.
Kind of going over the situation at hand, evaluating what's going on, you kind of realize that you have the potential to cut off their supplies and hold them in a siege position and basically just whittle away at them and force them to either surrender or die by attrition.
Huh. As I turn to my commandant, we do have the entire supply area. If we could move a bunch of men and equipment through here from the underground passage, we could hold them from the bottom and the top. They would have to give up or die.
That's an excellent point. He kind of calms it over the radio, and he's like, Sinclair has an idea about this, and he just passes you the radio.
Hello, Commander. Yeah. So here's the thing. Since we have the armory, which it's labeled here as main base armory, so I imagine you wouldn't write that unless it was your main supply of weaponry for infantry, yeah? And then we also have all the escape tunnels. There's nowhere to run. And we are currently shelling them from above, yeah? How is this surface assault going?
Assault's all right, actually. Their base is pretty much in chaos for the most part. We did strike an incident, though. Looks like we've still got incoming fighters that are going to be coming overhead. 2 aerospace bombers are going to arrive here soon. We're going to pull back our forces a little bit. However, if the position is that they've got no escape route and we've cut them off, even if they make this bombing run, we can set up a holding position on the underground to force them there. I agree that.
Yeah. Perhaps even you could. No. Negotiations are not very strong suit. But yeah, we could totally have some by the balls here. Excuse the expression.
If we can take some of these guys alive, that'll give us good advantage with our numbers. Dullahan,
Well, we've already killed quite a few of them in this assault. I think we've got about a dozen or so. It's about 2 squads worth dead here.
you hear over the comms. Dullahan, call in. I'm here, sir. Dullahan, have an infantry force secure the lower half. We're going to turn this into a siege break here in about 2 hours. I need to mobilize our team at the bottom to reinforce with mechs. We're going to break into their base. Sinclair, put Gordon back on the line.
Y'all coming up, and I, you put him back on.
Gordon here. All right, you've secured your position. Just hold there until infantry teams come and contact you. They're going to hold that underground position with our infantry forces. I want you guys to then pull back, get loaded up into your mechs, and we're going to finish this fight on the ground.
Y'all all come.
Understood. All right, team. We're holding here until infantry arrives.
Well, Catman, why don't you come with me? Let's see if any of these men have some smokes. I haven't picked up the habit since Babylon 3, but, well, you know.
That's a reference. So at this point in time, you guys are waiting in position for infantry teams. About maybe a half an hour later, you...
I will say, I'm sorry, I totally forgot. I apologize to interrupt. But Frenchie there got shot in the arm. I'm probably going to attend to that while we're waiting.
Yeah, sure. Evaluating the check, this one does have some injury that needs to be done. You can make a surgery check to repair the injury. And begin to recover some standard body points.
Making those rolls. 9 plus 7 on a surgery. That's 16.
16. Okay.
I think at some point I would have ushered people a little out and back and moved all the ammo stuff into the other room and destroyed this.
That section.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you guys are basically going to take some time moving stuff out of there then.
Yeah.
Sinclair, if there is time, is also going to stack up the remaining pirate bodies in like a neat little facing whatever entrance, because I understand there's only like a couple ways in and out. He's essentially going to line them up along the sandbags as extra cover, basically.
Okay.
This is on a remote trigger, but yeah, it's sitting there ready as we're getting stuff out.
Yeah, so you guys are able to eventually move everything out of there. It's about a half an hour or so. It looks like the base only had supplies for maybe like a week at most. So they have to get probably pretty regular drops of supplies.
Okay. Well, once we get everything out, I'll pull it, 'cause I think we do have another way in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do know that there is another way from this rear section right here. Yeah. Specifically, this says main base access. This one over here says comms tower access.
That's probably the better out of the two to take if we try to do anything.
But you guys are waiting?
Yep.
Okay, over the course of the next half an hour, you guys are sitting here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Around the 20-minute mark or so, I need perception checks.
Got it. Okay. Oh, that's not good. That is unfortunately a 4 plus perception. That is an 8, which is just 1 over the TN of 7.
Okay.
But I have a 15, which is
Cat
8 over.
15, 8 over. Okay. So, Catman, you notice something.
Okay, what do my scout eyes see?
You notice over by the entryway over here, as some stuff is moving, you hear a couple of footsteps, it sounds like. And then you kind of look over and you can see two, maybe three people passing by here who look like they're armed with guns that are currently kind of scouting around. And one of them is turned and looking through this door and sees you guys.
That's broken down. This is the door that's open.
Yes, it's this one right here.
No, it's this one.
Oh, sorry.
No. Victor, like, barricaded this with the people.
Yeah, this one.
Yeah. I know what I'm talking about. Do you?
I do now. You're correct. He barricaded this one. He's using this one.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you can see them kind of like passing by out front here. And
as an incidental, I'll say scouts to everyone behind me, so everyone is alerted. People are coming.
All right, excellent. With that, give me initiative rolls.
Lock and law. Alright. Here's some good 2 steps from hell in the background there. Love it. Alright, so
Alright, let's
initiative.
tactics land. That's 8.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's 10 for me.
10 for you.
Mm-hmm. Banty. Hang on 1 second.
All right. 10 for Sinclair. What did you get, Orinoco?
I got an 8.
8. Catman. There we go. That is a 14 for Sasha
Nice.
and Lance Gordon. They're using squad roll for themselves. With that, that brings us to, I just need Isabel's.
I rolled a 4.
4.
Yeah.
Okay. And now the enemy.
Jesus, Ethan, we have a music bot like chant.
I know, I'm a terrible person. I put it in the wrong chat, I know. I can't put it in a different chat because if I put new commands in the music bot roll, I have to disconnect the bot and reconnect it, or else it won't work. It'll just keep putting them in the same channel. But anyways, that puts our enemies at an 8. So first up in the order is Sasha and Gordon. Hearing their word of announcement, immediately Gordon is going to run up there. Sasha is also going to run up there. And Gordon will lay suppressive fire through that door. Oh, shoot. I rolled a 12 on that.
Nice.
Even though I was supposed to use the other thing. So I'm just going to take it because it's a good roll. That's another 6. Okay, so that's a 5. All right.
It's still real good.
It's still really, really good. That's on dice alone. He rolled.
3, I believe.
Good lord, Gordon. Somebody's been waiting for these bastards.
That's 17 on the dice plus his small arms of 6.
Oh,
Almost.
Minus 5 for that.
Oh.
Because he's using suppressive fire.
Okay.
And he's got a 5-round burst on it. Still, rolled super, super duper well. He definitely still hit people. So, let's see. Direction 5. Right leg with 2 crits.
ooh.
So, first guy who is immediately there is gone. Just eviscerated by fire.
Ah.
Yeah. Not much to say other than that guy's dead.
That.
There wasn't really anybody behind him necessarily, just kind of walking past him. But that guy is definitely dead. Sasha is going to use careful aim and just wait for a shot. She will hold her shot for the first person who comes into her visual range. That's going to then bring us to our Sinclair. You are up.
All right. Let's see here. So I'm in that little triple stack right there, right?
You are right in the back there.
Yeah. So I'm chilling with. Okay. I am going to probably do the same and just train eyes on that doorway and just block it down. I guess. Do I also have the careful aim action?
You can take it.
I shall.
Okay.
And I shall hold my shot.
All right.
Because that seems like the smart idea to do.
Then that brings us then to Isabel. Sorry. That brings us to Catman.
Okay. I hate this grid thing.
You can just make a line.
I could just make a line?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because it measures how many grid hexes you go in any given distance, so it will do it automatically.
So here as a running.
Okay.
And you know, I don't actually have any energy to shoot this, so I'll switch it. So first person I see to come across here, I'm gonna shoot a grenade at his face.
Okay.
Well, not at his face, but I'm gonna shoot a grenade at him. I'm grenade launching him.
Okay. All right then. So that brings us to the enemy. The enemy, hearing the gunshot that happened, is going to move into range. And there's going to be a few of them that move into range as they begin to try and rush the door. They would not necessarily have enough movement to get any further there.
And as they come in, boom! The grenade gets launched at them.
Okay.
And probably a shot as well from Sasha.
Yeah.
And Sinclair.
And Sinclair. Oh boy. This is gonna be rough.
Choke points. Don't you love them?
Spicy. Ooh.
All right.
So, we'll wait for the explosion, I'm sure.
That's a 14 to bump into that front guy.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
that's a direct hit then.
With the
Slap him
small
with a
arm.
hand grenade.
Yep.
Direct impact from basically a 40 millimeter grenade launcher.
Oh my god.
What grenade are you using?
It's just a normal grenade. I don't have. Do I actually do have white phosphorus?
Yeah.
Oh, you're using a white phosphorus?
No, I should have mentioned it to set it up. No, it's just a normal grenade.
Okay.
But I will replace that one with the white phosphorus.
Okay,
In
so
the
you're
shot afterwards.
okay. So your shot afterwards, you'll replace it. All right. You do have the loading feature, so you do have to load.
I have 6 shots. I'm just gonna be like, as it spins, plop, and it's gonna be a lot further on into the shots unless I move it.
Oh, okay. So you're loading it in between your shots.
Yeah.
He spun the barrel like a fucking revolver chamber and just shoved a white phosphorus in.
It's pretty
It's a
much that. It's pretty much a
6-shot
shotgun.
grenade launcher.
It's not rotary though. I know that. I know the way it functions. It's basically there's a shotgun rail on the bottom that you load shells into.
Oh, Jesus!
Then I
Okay.
put it on. I set it on the rail.
Yep.
But yeah, he takes the first one. It's just a normal explosives. Let me try and
What's
find
your
that.
class of it? I just need to know what class it is.
Yeah. Scroll down to the explosive.
Explosives. Gotta murder people
Grenades.
with the explosives.
All right. Rocket
Flattering
assisted.
pirates and making them pay. Imagine
Is it
the
rocket
explosives
assisted?
will save the day.
Yeah, it's rocket.
Yeah, it's rocket assisted.
Batman.
So it's so the AP for it is 5x, and BD is 10A. Oh, it's indirect.
Yeah, it's indirect fire. So, but it's 10.
Yeah.
It's 10 of a class A explosive. That just determines how far it spreads. So it only spreads 1 hex, which will still get some people. So that's like 1 hex right there. Basically, it's like right about there.
There. Okay. Yeah.
So that should give you an idea of how far it goes. It's gonna go ripping through all these people at 10.
Good lord.
Okay.
They have explosive rating of 2. So they
Oh,
reduce the
that's good.
damage by 2, but that doesn't matter
Oh, okay.
because that's still 10 damage reduced by 2.
Ugh.
And they only have 7 health.
Oh.
Oh my god.
These poor soldiers. These are normal dudes.
What a fucking mess.
But yeah, Sasha takes her shot. It lands in a dead body. You take your shot. It lands in a dead body. Actually, no. I'm gonna make you just give me an attack roll just to make sure you don't jam.
Of course.
Yeah,
Like fucking god.
if I want any opportunity to shoot you guys again.
That's a dirty 6.
All right. Yeah. The last guy is going to
They're running.
start running.
Run for his
Yeah, he's gonna use that opportunity to start running.
How far can he go in this one?
Oh, Catman.
He can go 5.
So I have to get down. It's 4. 4, 8. Is it my turn?
It would go enemy, so it goes Isabel, and then it would go back to the top first.
Okay.
Isabel, what are you doing?
All right. Can you please point out my pit?
Right there.
Oh, right.
You are the first in the back.
Okay.
You were basically last out of the room of stuff because you weren't carrying anything.
That's fair. I was also last on the initiative, so that kind of makes sense.
You just
can I run
watched
all
a
the way up to that
grenade.
second barricade?
The one over here?
Yes.
Okay. So you kind of make your way over.
All right. Cool. And then I can't quite tell. Are there any enemies in the line of sight that I can fire at?
No. There are 4 dead bodies, though. As you watched a grenade go off in front of them, a shot from Sasha and a laser bolt come from Sinclair into the doorway.
All right.
There was a guy who was there who immediately sprinted as that happened from the rear.
Okay. If I have a good aim on the door, then I'm gonna do what Sasha is doing. I believe that's the character. And
Yep.
just hold my shot. And as soon as I see anybody in front of that door, I'm just gonna fire.
All right, good enough. That would then bring it to Sasha and Gordon. They're doing the same. They're holding position. Then it would go to Catman, or sorry, Sinclair. Sinclair, then Catman.
There's no way they can. There's no way they can get in behind us. We pretty well and truly rigged that.
Yeah, no, you like collapse the room.
Okay. And there's no way I could make it into this side passage where he is now running. I guess we assume he is running. 'Cause we know the map.
You know that there's no room that leads that way except for out that door.
Okay. Then I guess I'm going to let's see here. I have a sprint action actually.
You gonna
My
sprint?
sprint's 36. Yeah, I'm just gonna get up to where Catman is, probably on the adjacent piece of cover across from him.
How many points do you have to sprint?
I've got, let's see here, so 36 divided by 5, 37. So I'd say about, I got 7. 7.
It's 36. You round up.
Round up? Oh.
Yeah, up.
So that 40, so that's more like 8 then, isn't it?
Yes, it is 8 points.
There we go.
So you're sprinting for 8. Are you gonna try and do what Catman's doing, which is just chase this guy down?
More or less. If Catman's giving chase, that's my first instinct is to just kind of follow with my lovely Canopian.
So you get like just ahead of him before he starts to run himself. Now we're at Catman.
And I
Let's
sprint.
go get the bastard as he whips out his
And
gun.
I run out 4, then 8 basically, and then 10.
Oh god.
As Catman has
Before.
basically a 50.
Okay.
Howdy ho, howdy hey, motherfucker.
Howdy, oh, howdy.
This guy will also sprint. So he's got a 7 right there. as he sprints down the hallway. You hear him yell one thing. Close it!
Close!
Back to the top of the order. Sasha and Gordon pass their turn. And actually, Gordon's going to use his turn to get over comms. Tell me what you see, Catman.
What my cat boyish eyes see down this hallway?
You see what looks to be like barricades of rubble along the ground here that kind of zigzag along. This guy, you can see at the end of the hallway here, you can see there are more emplacements here, and you can see now that it looks to be a group of people who is standing over here.
I'll tell him over the comms. We've got a well-fortified area, barricaded up very nicely, and a group of men hidden behind an encampment currently. Well, covered by an encampment. I could probably make it up and
You see one emplacement.
oh, there is an actual turret set up.
Yeah, they've got a machine gun basically set up over here.
I'll mention that they've got another turret set up. I might be able to take care of it, but they've got a nice encampment that would be well defendable if we take that as well.
I
want to take it.
Gordon pretty much is like, okay. That will then bring us to Sinclair.
Alright. I am going to do my best and move as much as I can to get right where Catman is. Or at least in a position to support Catman.
And you said you have 8?
I believe I have 8 for a full sprint, yes.
Get him right there.
Perfect. Right and covered. And this is a doorway I'm next to as well. And this is like a little side passage.
Yes. Oh, Isabel, what were you doing? Apologize.
It's okay. Last I recall, I was holding a shot, but if there's...
You just watch these two sprint out of there.
Oh, well, if I had a line on him, I probably would have shot one of them.
Your allies sprinted out of there.
Oh, well, never mind. Sorry.
It's very funny because we all saw that coming and it was just like we were ready for it.
Well, if I'm really ready, I've already been shot once.
Don't jitter shoot us. Come on.
I won't. I'm sorry.
I don't know.
So
Maybe
are we all the way in that other room? How did we get there?
they sprinted.
I've got about 50 meters.
Oh, that's right. You can
Sprinting.
sprint a lot further than I can. That's
Oh,
right.
He's Kung Fu Action Catman. He can do anything.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think I can get nearly that far, but I guess moving closer to them would probably be the best option. So my full sprint is 24. Can I get closer to where my allies are without getting directly in the line of fire?
Your sprint is 24?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
It's only 5.
So it's only 5. You can get up to the front barricade.
Okay.
Up to the smoldering wreckage of what was once a squad of about 5 to 6 men. Yeah.
Yep, your skills are definitely not in running.
No, they are not.
Yeah.
I think this is the first time she's worn tennis shoes in a couple of years. She's putting all of her weights on her toes. She's got no idea how to use the heel of her foot.
You have to understand, she even pilots the mech in high heels, right? This is very, very A-class stabby on planet she comes from.
I'm really good at making other people run away, but that's about it.
All right. That then brings us to Sinclair. Now back to Catman.
Okay, so Catman is going to make a running move, post up behind this rubble.
Okay.
Use their own barricades against them. And I'm going to rocket propel in a grenade right behind the Catman.
Give me a small arm shot.
Massacre.
Alright. So
Oh my god.
This is at far.
Indeed. So that's it's a +6 to the TN.
Okay, that's what I wanted now.
Oh,
Okay.
it's at far +4. Sorry, it's not
+4?
an extreme range. Extreme is +6.
Actually, no. Extreme is the furthest one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It is at extreme, and I got it exactly.
Oh man.
Alley oop right there.
Alley-oop the boy.
And that's a normal grenade still, I believe. I left the white phosphorus late in there.
Yeah, so
This
you
poor
do not
bandit,
get
I
all the
believe.
way to the second group.
Yeah,
Just short of that.
but they don't have anyone taking care of that. Actually, that's also probably destroyed.
Both of those are hit. That is a good question if that is destroyed. How much damage does it deal? 10 explosive?
Yeah.
That does deal 1 bar worth of damage. Every 10 standard damage is equal to 1 bar.
Okay.
So, with that, you have a Class A explosive, correct?
I think so.
Anti-personnel?
The reason why it's I say the 10A is because grenade rocket assist actually has damage listed other than the grade of the explosive.
Oh, so it's 10 on itself. Okay.
Yeah.
10 direct impact. So it does 1 bar of damage and additional 8 anti-personnel damage around it. All right.
At least rocket assisted has damage listed with them.
Yes, it's only 1 hex out though.
Yep.
But boy oh boy, does it blast the area. That will definitely kill both of these guys.
Sorry, real quick, just for my recap. This
Mhm.
poor pirate watched his entire squad, this poor man in the middle hallway,
Mhm.
watched his entire squad be turned to mulch. He turns, he runs, he looks over his shoulder and Catman's there. That's just it. He turns over, he looks, this man is right there. He keeps running. He manages to scream, "Close the door!" before a grenade goes sailing over his head. And he watches it liquefy a further 2 of his comrades. We need to take this guy alive. He'll be afraid of us forever.
And this is the insanity that people from Rosselhag deal with when they were fighting. This is what the clan saw when Rosselhag was fighting them.
It's like, I'm gonna shoot one over your shoulder there, buddy.
Oh, look! More death!
The enemy is going to run past the doorway here.
Like, I want no part of this.
You do hear the slamming of doors.
Oh.
Buddy!
We're taking this guy captive, right? Because he now has
yeah.
zero recourse.
I've got some
We're
good
kidnapping
like pinning holds on him. You can he'll be
Um,
fine.
technically they can do this as they go. Hold on. I'm gonna roll something really quick.
Okay.
This is part of their orders. Okay. Yeah. All right. One of these guys, as he's walking away, he turns and shoots.
Oh, that guy?
Yep.
Oh. Does he hit him?
Spicy. No survivors.
That'll hit. Location 10. That's hitting him in location 10. Location 10 is his upper right arm. He is hit with 1 crit. For a crit in the 3rd location, he is shot in the elbow. It is fractured.
Oh. Oh. Poor buddy.
Oh man. Not his day.
Bang.
Elbow? Funny bone, not funny.
He takes 3 points of damage, and he will finish his walk. So yeah, no, they would all shoot him. So let's see if the second guy gets him.
Nope.
Nope. He misses. Third guy. Didn't even spin. Jesus. There we go. Also misses. So he gets away with just getting shot in the arm as they walk away, and the door is shut.
It's not fun for him.
He continues to sprint and is currently banging on the door.
Sinclair's gonna move up with Catman. Although Sinclair's gonna sweep the side hallway real quick as he's doing it, just in case.
Okay.
I assume we are out of initiative, and this man is no longer really posing that much to us at this exact second.
Oh, I thought it was.
No,
Logan
he
went
is.
up to him.
He's still got a gun in his hands.
Yep.
Oh, that's fair. Fair enough. He decided not to use it, instead to scream, "Ow! Let me in!"
That's Catman's turn. Now.
All right. I'm going to just run up to him, and I'm just gonna do a grappling pinning hold on him.
Oh no.
Okay, go for it. He will martial arts against you. He has a -1 for injury mod. And he fails.
Ooh. Let me
He
make
crit fails.
sure.
Oh!
That's not good for him. But... Alright, so I think that's a -2 for grappling. And then -1 for
And
hitting.
he crit fails. You walk up, you grab him by the shoulder, he spins around to try to shoot you, and he bangs his shot elbow on the door.
So that is an 11, and he is pinned. So defender cannot execute attacks against the grapple. He may only try to attempt to break free, but he has a -2 modifier instead of the +1 for attacking the grappler. And I may get a +2 against any attacks I make against him.
Yep. He is absolutely pinned, and he exasperated his injury.
Oh. Yeah, I'm a. He's a bit actual now.
He is going to let's see how desperate he is.
You gonna wiggle? Cause I'm pinning him heavily just under my body. He's got no will movement.
No.
He's desperate.
Hmm?
He is going to attempt to rip a grenade pin on his chest.
I don't think you can.
He cannot make attacks, but this is basically a suicide attempt. He's just going to struggle to do this.
He is pinned. He can't. He's considered pinned. While pinned, enemy can make attacks against the grappler. He can only attempt to break free of the pin. You can only make
Counts as trying
attempt to break free of the pin.
The rules is written: if your hand grenade goes off, you kill yourself and the grappler. That is an attack against the grappler.
Yeah, this is still a martial arts check just to see if he can struggle against you. He still has to break the pin to be able to do this.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's a 6.
Oh. I didn't roll boxcars, so that's a 9. That's right, sorry. That's a 10.
His martial arts has been reduced to 2 because he has a double injury mod now. Yeah, that's not good.
You did remember to add in that -2 for the
That's
the
why
break free
it's just a 6
Okay.
for that reason.
Okay.
His skill
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I beat him. He can't
Yep.
do anything.
Yep. He attempts to try and pull the pin. He can't do it. He basically, like, you've got him held there. He's like chewing at his chest for the pin, and you just basically grab the top of his head and like pull his head back by his hair.
Yeah, it's I'm not being kind to this man.
No. What would you like to do at this point? The doors are shut. Are you going to continue to beat him unconscious? What are you going to try and do?
While within the pin, I'm going to get one of my arms to just continuously force him and then get the other around his neck and just like strangle him out.
Okay, so you are going to gosh, there is a specific thing for this. There is a maneuver.
Let's see.
Trip, throw, tackle, pinning hold.
I'm already using pinning hold.
Okay, so that's pinning hold. Crippling defensive.
There is disabling, but if I just want to make him fatigue, I think I just have to hit him with subdue damage.
Yeah, you just have to fatigue him out.
Yeah, I'll just do that because I've got a +2 to just keep beating him up, basically. So yeah, I'll just keep pummeling him until he goes to sleep. And just, it's the big fist into his face, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Okay. In this case, I will just give you automatic damage.
Okay. Yeah, well, here, like, I am getting a bonus, so it's how quickly can I knock him out?
Yeah. He is just going to basically have to struggle against you every turn.
Ooh, alright, so that is yeah, that's a 20 on that first, like, punch to do.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. His with a -2, -2, -4, so his skill's meaningless. He gets a 7.
That's 13.
You're just punching him in the head?
Yeah.
Okay.
See. It's not a crippling blow. Or is that a crippling blow? Is that a sweet spot? Should I?
I mean, you can if you want to.
Well, no, I can't crippling strike while grappling.
Okay. Yeah, so you're just basically punching this man's face into the ground.
Alright, so this is just so it's 12, 6, That's only 4 damage in that first one. MOSs don't really.
They add.
Every 4 is the point, basically.
Yeah,
it is
every
rounded up, but
Yeah, it's every 4 is a point rounded up.
so 4 damage,
4 damage. Okay.
and then I just keep doing that until
She's
goes-
unconscious.
Okay, cool. Now that he's unconscious, I need more grenades, and I see he's got some.
Yes, he has 2 on his shoulder.
All right, I have 2 more grenades.
Yes. They are standard anti-personnel grenades.
Nice. Alright, well,
So yeah, those doors are shut. You guys are now considered out of combat.
Okay. Well, Sinclair is
Cool,
going
so-
to. Okay.
we've got a mini gun still.
The gun
Pick it up with
is
the group.
damaged but not destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
The gun has 3 bar.
I have some technical mechanical. It's not great, but I got it done. This man, as I flop him on the ground, he's unconscious.
Yeah, he's out cold. You basically like broke his nose and shoved it in a little ways, and he is just
Oh.
unconscious.
Well, Sinclair is going to take custody of the prisoner with his stun stick, and he's going to see if he can. Well, as long as this man's not bleeding to death, he's going to render enough surgical aid to keep him alive, basically.
Yeah, he doesn't need any surgery. Taking the time to do so, he doesn't need any surgery. He's just unconscious at this point. He'll recover with sleep.
Okay, cool. The bullet wound to his elbow is just, incidentally awful.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
His
Well, and,
his wound is fractured, but like there isn't much you can do.
okay,
really?
except like maybe tear a piece of his clothing off and give him a little bit of a splint kind of thing.
Yeah,
No,
like
splint, but like a little.
you can't surgery this one.
No problem.
This
But,
is just
I'll make a little-
this man just needs recovery.
I'll give him a little makeshift arm sling, pop him up against a wall, and stand there with a laser pistol in one hand and a stun stick in the other, just waiting if he wakes up.
Okay.
But I will have dragged him probably into this little alcove hallway here, just in that corner.
You pretty much hear after this point an explosion.
Okay, so they got rid of this area, at least.
Yeah, pretty
Probably.
much. You're pretty sure. It does not blow off the doors, but you're pretty positive you heard something explode.
Okay.
So they're
I mean,
gonna try to
if
keep
anything,
us from coming up.
they're probably very upset about it.
The continued damage begins to rain down over top. You hear the sound of the cannons going off. You get a relay comm from the infantry team.
Okay.
We're arriving on site now. We're securing the location. Gordon, pull your men
Excellent.
back.
We have a present for you as well. I say as I now take this unconscious pirate and throw him over my shoulder.
As you guys kind of make your way back, you eventually meet up with your group a little bit over here, and you kind of hand him over. He gets put in cuffs basically and thrown on a stretcher. And 2 members of the infantry team travel back with you. The infantry team that arrives there is about 48 people.
Oh.
We
So-
inform them. I mean, yes, Sinclair definitely informs them that they seem to have caved in their last entrance, so they shouldn't expect much. But keep your eyes trained.
We'll go ahead and secure the location.
Yeah, well,
And they basically begin to set up their perimeter and patrols and take control of this area. You guys get a radio over comms. I hear the infantry team's in place. Star Raiders, what's your ETA until you arrive back at base?
Imagine we're leaving immediately, so I don't know what our ETA is.
Like how fast it is to get out of the tunnels. I'm assuming it'll take that a bit, and then we gotta.
Yeah, so
I'm not
you're
sure how far we are from anywhere.
you are about a half an hour outside, or sorry, you're about an hour outside of your location area to get back to where your mechs are parked.
All right.
I did, I believe, bring us up with the hover tank, though.
You did.
we-
But you guys also parked your mechs over there too. Like the mechs followed up behind.
Ah, okay. That's about an hour. Well, we can get there.
I would say 75 minutes. That way we show up seemingly early. We seem really efficient. But
No, you give 45.
Mhm.
Like, we have a decent. The 15 gives us at least enough to, if we get a bit like lost or anything, as well as enough time. We have plenty of time to say, "Hey, we've met enemy engagement." So, it's gonna be a bit.
yeah.
Right, so you guys have that amount of time basically in between when you get into your mechs and are going to be called into action for the next segment.
Actually, you're right.
Beautiful.
We could have done later so we can get into that storeroom. No, I don't want to get in the storeroom. I also don't have the explosives to get us to there.
Alas.
I've used plenty already.
Jesus Christ.
So you guys are starting to head back at this point. So
Oh yeah, gross taste. Sinclair is dying to get to his fucking mech.
So you guys are loading up into your mechs at this point, and you have completed part of the operation. And that is where we're going to pause to come back next week.
Okay.
As you guys finish the ground combat.
Chirno would not forgive us if we did the mech segment without him. He loves his awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, basically the mech technicians had pulled up your mechs into position. You guys had gone out a little ways to basically get to where you needed to be. This operation took you guys approximately 15 minutes to complete.
Jesus Christ.
In addition to that, the whole operation took you so far, like, I would say 45 minutes in total because of the half an hour wait on the infantry situation. So far you're an hour into the operation.
And we've already killed about a platoon and a half's worth of pirates.
Mm-hmm. Not to mention,
Goddamn Catman.
Not to mention, you do know that you have about another 3-hour window. So it's like 3 hours and 15 minutes right now before the bomber run happens.
Okay. We're getting stuff done real quick.
Yeah.
But God, we blitzed this whole underground area mostly because you went through throwing fucking satchel charges at every corner. There's no real response.
Oh, they had miniguns. So I was like,
I'm pretty sure
feel
that's
that.
why you brought the satchel charges.
I know, it's just goddamn. You know, when you've got a cat-eared doom guy fucking clearing the hallways, everything else becomes pretty simple.
Yeah, no, it's kind of crazy what explosives will do when thrown aggressively.
Especially in a tight confines of an underground shit fight. I've shot and killed one man this entire session. Catman has killed dozens. The blood of so many fathers and sons.
Yeah,
I've done many things for my country. And I'll
Occasional
continue to do so
peasant.
for myself.
Yeah. Sinclair might have a distrust for non-Terrans, but for some reason his best friend rapidly is becoming a periphery, some Canopian absolute demolitionist.
Yeah, it's it's kind of interesting. You got to do some of your first medical treatment.
Yeah, and I did good. I was really worried I was going to botch that shit.
You did amazing. Like, holy shit. I was just like, I'm going to be, that's bad. I'll get through this, but I'll be like, probably disabled for the rest. And then it's like, no, you're perfectly fine. You're back in
Yeah, Sinclair walked up, put you on the ground, and do not flinch. The next
You
thing
do
you know, it's like, all right.
Also, Catman, you do have an injury mod right now, though.
Okay, yeah.
So keep in mind when you do your gunnery and mech stuff, you're gonna be at a -1.
You will experience minor chest pain from the puncturing. There's some serious muscle damage that I cannot. But the bleeding I can deal with.
Yeah, he.
Oh, I'm glad I sent the main takeout and on the field already. I'll just be in the hover.
Yeah, you have one injury mod going into the mech combat fight because you have an injury. It doesn't affect your ground combat anymore, but it does affect your mech combat. Because if you're not in tip-top shape, you're gonna be rough.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just gonna be. I'm gonna be part of a crew at least.
Yeah. So
Still,
the good part is you get multiple actions in your tank because it's based off your crew size.
yeah, it's nice.
But anyways, that's crazy.
It was crazy. Did real good. That was fucking crazy.
We're gonna go ahead and say bye to everybody. Hope everyone had fun. We're gonna see you all next week.
Thank you for watching.
And we are actually gonna try and keep our schedule going forward because at this point it doesn't matter who's not here. I'm just gonna keep going.
All right.
Sounds good.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.